Hey there, you're in the machine. Warrior flow today. We're going to do Warrior A, Warrior B, Reverse Warrior, Humble Warrior, and Warrior C. As always, I'm going to talk us through the first time. If you've done it before, bear with me. Then we're going to speed it up, get a little deeper. Going to finish it off with some stretching, balancing, and twisting. Let's do it. All right, let's find our way to a tabletop, middle of the mat, palms flat, directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Engage that core, push the tops of the feet down, scapula together, shoulders off of ears. Just hold it for a second and find your tabletop. Engage the core. That'll mean your tailbone is a little bit tucked, not arched yet. Once you've found a stable position, we're going to start a few cats and cows. Really easy. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, push away from the mat. Exhale, cat. Shoulders are separate. And inhale, cow. Lift the tailbone, drop the stomach, lift the chin, look up. Scapula together. Exhale, cat. Tuck the tailbone, round it, separate the scapula. Look down between the knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You can add a little movement in the hips and shoulders if it feels good. We're just warming up. Remember to inhale when you open and exhale when you close your body. Just a few more, waking up the spine. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Hear that? That's the yoga gods pleased with our practice. Cats and cows, rounding and extending. Just a couple more. Speed it up or slow it down. Oh. When you've had enough cats and cows, let's come back to stable. Engage your core. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips and push back a little bit. Bear pose. Push with your hands into the mat, just like you would in a down dog. And keep your feet and knees hip width. That means they're not flaring out. Pushing the stomach or the outside of the ribs back on the top of the thighs. Drive away, scapula together. And lift those hips high. Settle those feet into the mat. Downward dog. You might have to walk it out a little bit to get the proper length on your mat. Sometimes the first one feels cruddy because we haven't moved much yet. So you can pedal it out, wiggle your hips, kind of pump your chest up and down, whatever it takes to feel good. One day, maybe heels are flat and you're the shape of an upside down V, but it doesn't have to be today. Let's shift it forward, find a plank, tailbone is tucked, pushing away. Exhale down, halfway, and push it back up. That's actually a yoga push-up. A chaturanga is a yoga drop-down, if you ask me. Let's push back, downward dog. And we'll do a few sun salutations to get this party started. Stepping it up however you want. Straighten the legs, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head be heavy. And then inhale, rise up and reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Yes, yoga gods. Do it. Reaching the mat, head is heavy. Inhale, half lift. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step it back. Shift it forward from your plank. Chaturanga, upward dog. Knees off the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Lift the hips, downward dog. Now we're talking. Couple of breaths here. Take note of this down dog and compare it with the last one we do. It should be a huge difference in your range of motion. And let's find our way to the top of the mat again, anyhow you want. Big steps, little steps, hops, feet together, straight legs, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Palms together and fold, hinging at the hips. Reach down, head is heavy. Inhale, half lift, whatever half is for you. Bend the knees, plant the palms, stepping it back. Plank, shift it, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Just a couple more, still warming up. Give yourself permission to be a little sloppy with your technique and your form when you're cold. Not unsafe, but sloppy. Everything doesn't have to look perfect. Shoot for perfect once you're warm. And when you're ready, we'll step it up however we like to. Feet together, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, palms together, through heart center. Forward fold, hinge at the hips, flat back until it can't be flat anymore. Half lift. Bend the knees, plant, travel back. Maybe this time you hop and land at the bottom of your chaturanga. Now up dog. Even the rooster likes our yoga. And now down dog. All right, let's do one more. Travel forward however you like after a couple breaths. Maybe you tiptoe, maybe a big step, maybe a hop. Maybe you try to come in with straight legs. It doesn't matter as long as you get there. Half lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Palms together. Through heart center. Big inhale. Big exhale. Little inventory of the body. From your toes, feet, ankles, through the shins, knees, thighs, hips, glutes, stomach, ribs, sternum, arms and chest, neck and head. Let's do this. It's like a rain warrior out here. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms. We're just going to step it back to the down dog. Palms are still shoulder width. Feet are still hip width. Lift the right leg as you inhale. Step it through. Plant. Set up your width. Drop the back heel. Warrior A. Try to keep the hips square. If they're opening, back out, straighten them, and go back in. It's a stretch of this psoas muscle. Palms are up. Maybe you're not very deep this time. It's the first round. We're going to do 4 of them. So take it easy. Now, with all of this tension in the hip, we're going to open it up. Warrior B. Front leg bent, back leg straight, arms out in opposite directions. Still trying to have shoulders over hips. Look down for your big toe. If your knee's in, track it out. Palm up. Reach forward with just the body and reach back with just the body. Reverse warrior. Maybe even bend into that knee a little bit more. Left hand can go wherever it wants. Remember to breathe. We're going to humble that warrior. So find a grip behind your back. Any grip. If your shoulders are cool, maybe interlace the fingers, palm to palm. If your shoulders are trashed like mine, maybe grab your left wrist with your right hand. Face forward. Lead with the chest. Bend down. Don't lean out. Stay forward. If you have to, push that knee out of the way with your shoulder and humble that warrior. If your palms are together and you're lifting up to stretch the shoulders, good for you. If you've separated both shoulders like me, just be happy your arms still work. And now for the challenge. Let's put our weight over the knee and nice and easy shift our way up to warrior C. 2 straight legs, hips are square. That might mean you need to internally rotate your left foot and thigh bone. Keep the chest up. Keep lifting that heel, kind of like a T from the side, and when you're ready, bend the right, feet together, sit down in a chair, catch your breath, reach up, maybe a little back bend, forward fold, and we'll repeat on the left, stepping it back to a down dog. Settle in, take a breath. Be thankful it's raining and not 120 degrees in Phoenix. When you're ready, inhale the left leg up, stepping it through, plant the back heel, rise up, warrior A. Drive that back pinky toe to the mat, back leg is straight, front leg is bent, shoulders are pretty much over hips. And let's open it up, warrior B. Track the front knee to the left if you need to. Get a little lower if you want to. Shoulders over hips, not in front, not in back. Arms in opposite directions, palm up. Reach forward, body only. Legs stay where they are. Reverse warrior. Side body stretch on the left. No big deal. And now find that grip, whatever it was. Face the front. Lead with the chest. Humble warrior. Remember, you're facing the top of the mat, not the side. If you need to, your shoulder shoves that front knee out of the way just a little bit. Get low. Maybe close your eyes. Remember to breathe, and when you're ready, put the weight over the front foot. Maybe heel toe a little bit forward. Shifting to that front foot. Back foot off the ground. 2 straight legs. Try to square the hips. If you find yourself opening, just don't go down as low. Pigeon toe the right foot. Internally rotate the right thigh. Lift the chest. Find a spot to look for balance. Lift the heel for 3, 2, 1. Bend the left. Bring the right up to meet. Chair pose feels good. Inhale, reach up, palms together. Maybe a little back bend if that's your cup of tea. Palms through center. Forward folding. Plant the palms. Stepping it back. Find a down dog. Now we know the routine. We'll pick up the pace just a little bit. Inhale, right leg up. Stepping it through. Warrior A, square the hips. Just a couple of breaths here. And we open it. Warrior B. Second time in, maybe get a little lower with the front knee. Palm up, reach. Reverse. And now, feeling like a hot shot. Time to be humbled. Find the grip. Face the front. Lead with the chest. Humble warrior. Push that knee out of the way with your right shoulder if you have to. It's okay. You're not being scored on this. And weight over the front leg. Shifting it forward. Nice and easy. And warrior C. Square hips. Lift the chest, lift the heel. Opposite directions. Arms out for balance. You can bring them into prayer if you're feeling spiritually pure. But all we're trying to do is work our balance and stretch that front hamstring. When you're ready, stepping it up, feet together, chair. Inhale up. Maybe another little back bend. And forward fold. Plant those palms, stepping it back. Settle in to a down dog. Couple of breaths. And when you're ready, inhale, left leg up. Stepping it through. Warrior A. Remember to breathe. Square hips. Open it up. Warrior B. Palm up, reach, reverse, stay in that lunge, maybe even an inch deeper, reaching up and back. Find your grip, face the front, lead with the chest, humble warrior. Remember to breathe, bring the weight back over the front foot. Slight shift forward, engage the standing leg, internally rotate the lifted leg. Warrior C, try to square the hips, heel up, chest up, and foot to foot, chair pose, halfway there, baby, 2 more. Inhale up, maybe a bigger back bend, if you want to. And forward fold as you exhale. Plant the palms, stepping it back. Down dog. Couple of breaths. Inhale, right leg up. Stepping it through. Warrior A. Feels good, square those hips. Open it up. Warrior B. Reach, reverse. Humble warrior, find your grip. Whatever that is, face the front, lead with the chest. Let your head be heavy. And over the front leg, shifting it nice and easy. Strong standing leg, internally rotated lifted leg. Chest down, heel up. And feet together. Chair pose, inhale up. Little back bend. Forward fold. I will repeat. On the left side, bend the knees, stepping it back. Find a down dog. Should start feeling pretty good. Calves are warm. Hamstrings are open. Inhale, left leg up. Stepping it through. Warrior A. Hips are square. Open it up. Warrior B. Reach, reverse. Find your grip. Face the front. Lead with the chest. Humble warrior. Weight over the front leg. Shift it nice and slow. Standing leg straight. Engage that quad. Press those toes. Square hip. Chest up, heel up. And setting it down. Chair. Rise up. Back bending. Through the center. One more time. Plant the palms. Stepping it back. Down dog. A little faster this time. Inhale, right leg up. Stepping it through. Inhale, warrior A. Exhale. Inhale, warrior B. Reverse. Find the grip, humble. Real quick, 1 or 2 breath warrior C. Shift the weight forward. Chest up, heel up, and setting it down. Chair, inhale, back bending. Forward fold. Plant the palms. Last one. Downward dog. Inhale. Left leg up. Stepping it through. Warrior A. Open it up. Warrior B. Reach. Reverse warrior. Find your grip. Face the front. Humble warrior. And last one, make it count. Shifting the weight forward. Warrior C. Chest up, heel up, square hips, and chair pose. Inhale, back bend. Hands to heart center. Breathe. Take a minute. Feel how much more open your muscles and joints are. Now that we're warm, we can stretch. Let's do one more forward fold. Plant the palms and find a really wide-legged down dog. Maybe bring your hands closer to you. Maybe I think this one touched a nerve, but we're going to keep going. Right hand to the center, left hand reaches outside of the right leg. Ankle, calf, whatever. Pull, twist, and try to look under your right armpit. Keep your hips pushing back. Don't come forward. Heels are flat because we shortened this stance. Twisting, looking under that armpit, checking your deodorant, and switch it out. Left hand to the middle, push back, right hand outside of the left leg, anywhere, maybe your ankle, and twist. Look under that armpit, keep driving with the left. And back to a regular down dog, feet on the mat. Let's find our way to the top, however we like to, and we'll bend our knees, find a chair, and we're looking for a little chair twist with prayer hands. So I'm gonna do the left side first. Weight in the heels, keep the hips down, hook the right elbow or tricep outside of the left thigh. Try not to turn and get your knees uneven. Keep your knees even, butt down, push and twist. Keep twisting. You can open it up if you want, reach down, reach behind. It's just a spinal twist with a little bit of a quad workout. For 3, 2, 1, back to center, stay in the chair, weight in the heels. Opposite arm will hook the other thigh on the outside. This twist, sometimes our hips go back. Keep them square and push, opening up the shoulders, maybe reaching behind. It's up to you. For 3, 2, 1. Look down, straighten the legs, shake them out. They might be tired. We're gonna stay at the top of the mat. Little back bend. Rise up, hips forward, arms behind us, palms together, lead with the chest. Looking up, looking back. For 3, 2, 1. We move the spine front to back and twisting in each direction. We're gonna go side to side. Stay at the front of your mat. I'm gonna face the side. Right hand will grab left wrist. Tall as you can be with the heels planted. Leaning to the right, maybe push a little with the left hip. Completely lateral in your movement, not forward or backwards. For 3, reach. 2, push. 1. Oh yeah. Switch the grip. Left on right. Tall as you can be. And to the left. Maybe push the hips to the right. Big fat C shape. Completely lateral in your movement. Little deeper, little lower. 3. Push and reach. 2. You can do it. 1. Hands heart center. A couple of breaths. Sometimes in postures like that we hold our breath because we're focusing so hard. Bad idea. Inhale. Exhale. Facing the front of the mat. Couple of forward folds. Legs are straight. Feet are shoulder width. We're just going to hinge and hang for a second. Maybe we get really low. Maybe we're really high. It's still stretching. Find a grip anywhere you can. I'm going to do the big toes. Peace sign fingers inside the big toes. Capping it off with my thumbs. Back is straight. Pull down and back using my arms. When I can't go anymore, I'll start to round the back and look between my legs. And maybe you're tight. Maybe you're pulling your calves here. It's okay. Same process. Pull down, pull back. If you have your toes, engage your quads and pull with your biceps, not your shoulders. Shoulders are still down away from our ears as always. Settle in. For 3, 2, 1. Half lift. Flat back. One more a little deeper. Maybe you were at your calves and you want to grab your Achilles. Wherever you were, find more depth. I'm in a Padastasana. Stand on my palms. So my toes will kiss that crease in the wrist. Same movement, but now I have some dorsiflexion in this foot, which stretches more of the calf. So I pull with a flat back, or pretty much, and then I round, elbows out. Remember to breathe. Every time you exhale, look for a little more depth. For 3, 2, 1. Unhook whatever you have, half lift. Let's heel toe the feet together. Bend down and place your stomach on the front of your thighs. We're going to hook the heels and try to straighten our legs without separating that stomach-thigh connection. This is like the tightest forward fold you can get without going between your legs. So I grip here, I trap the fingers, I wrap the forearms behind the calves, I stay connected, I pull as I straighten my legs. It's not easy. Shouldn't be any weight between my body and my legs. For 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah! Plant the palms. Step it back, down dog. Remember to breathe. This down dog should feel and look fantastic, at least compared to the first one. Let's step up the right. Plant the back heel, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle, 2 straight legs. Left arm travels down the back leg, wherever you want, reaching up and back, stretching the front of the side body, kind of through here at this angle. And now, 2 straight legs. Reach forward, push that hip back, but don't cock your hips, just drive it back. Reach, triangle pose. Right arm can go anywhere. Knee, as long as you don't push. Shin, foot, all the way to the mat. Left arm reaches up, 2 straight legs. Try to open that chest and pull the left shoulder back. Don't jam it up. Shoulder blades are still squeezing Shoulders are still down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down. Frame the foot. Maybe step the back foot up and a little to the left. Pyramid pose. This time hips are square to the front. Lean over the leg. Hands can go where they like. I like to reach back and kind of pull. Maybe your chin, nose, forehead is on your knee or your shin bone, but it doesn't have to be. If you're way up here, you're getting the same stretch. Maybe you lift the back leg just long enough to take an Instagram photo and put it down. And then revolve. This is rough. Put the hand in front or on a block or outside the leg. Maybe shorten the stance again. Plant it, not a rounded back. Try to straighten your spine and then reach the right as you look up. Challenge your balance. You need to do it off your shin bone. It's still a twist, baby. And now, facing the side of the mat, split legs, toes out, heels in, kind of like a Shiva squat, or a goddess pose, I mean, but grip the top of your thighs. Straighten your back, looking over the right shoulder. Little spinal twist. Push with the left, pull with the right. Shoulders are still down off the ears. Sometimes in this twist we jam it up, but keep your posture. Looking, looking. If your back pops, you can send me a tip later. Let's look the other way, over the left. Stay in that squat. And now, flying monkey to the back of the mat. Bend into the left, straighten the right. Maybe you're up on your toes. Nobody cares. Both feet are out though. Hips are externally rotated. Looking for a straight spine, maybe not a vertical one because you could fall over, but a straight spine. And I like to counterbalance. If I get in here, I get wobbly. So I put a counterbalance out and I make it like a really cool kind of a mudra or whatever you want. Nobody cares. Turning counterclockwise to the back of the mat. Find a down dog. Gonna repeat on the left side. Stepping it up. Straighten the front leg. Drop the back heel. Reverse triangle. Push the right hip away, but don't cock the hips too funny. Reach forward. Find a grip, any grip you want. Maybe all the way to the mat. Open the chest and reach. Shoulders are still down, don't jam them up. Trying to open your chest. Reach the right shoulder away. And when you're ready, look down. Bump the back foot up a little and to the right. Square the hips. Pyramid pose. You can reach forward. You can reach back. You can connect your palms. Whatever floats your boat. It's your yoga. No one's watching. Well, you guys are watching me, but it's all right. I signed up for this. Remember to breathe. When we're collapsed, when we're compressed in poses, it's tempting to hold our breath because our stomach isn't moving, but that's no excuse. If you need to bring the back foot up a little, reach across with the right, anywhere you want, even on a block. Blocks are good. And reach with the left. Revolve triangle. Maybe look up to challenge your balance. Keep twisting, driving off the mat with the right, but not putting lots of weight into it. You still have a leg there for a reason. And all the way to the side of the mat. Feet are wide, back is flat. Reach up. Palms face the front, hips forward, little back bend, and forward fold. Flat back, Find a grip, any grip. Maybe your calves, maybe the outside of your foot. Pull down and back. If you're really low and your head touches, this is always a festive time to work on your headstand, but you don't have to. We're just here to stretch. Grabbing something and pulling, using the biceps, not the shoulders. For 3, 2, 1. How about a flying monkey? Back to the front. Toes point out. Maybe you're up on the ball of your foot. Maybe you're on your heel. Doesn't matter. Pointing my left toes away, not in. That goofs up the stretch. Counterbalancing. Aiming for a straight back, not necessarily vertical. And face the front, plant the palms, step it back, find your down dog. Last one. We'll find our way to the top of the mat. Oh yeah. Rise up. Couple of balancing poses, then we're on our butts. Figure 4 with the right leg. I'm gonna face the side, you're still at the front. All that means is that I put my ankle above my knee and push that knee out. So it makes like a little 4. Standing leg is straight, shoulders are up, chin off the chest. Practice your balance, a little bit of a stretch. If this is good for you, cool. If you want a little more, bring your palms together and start to squat. But keep that knee down. If your squat lifts your knee, this ain't for you. It's supposed to stretch the outside of that hip. Peel the toes. Maybe you get so low, you can touch the mat. That's cool. From there, you might straighten your leg. There's always room to challenge yourself in yoga, and there's certainly room to back off and listen to your body. And let's try the other side. Shake it out. Figure 4 on the left. Ankle above the knee. Knee goes out. It's really important. If you're doing this, you don't have much of a stretch. Hands heart center. Or out here to balance if necessary. Doesn't matter. Maybe this is enough for you if you want some more. Start to bend into the standing leg, but keep that left knee down. Keep squatting. Keep the knee and the shin level. Maybe you go all the way down and touch the mat, but you don't have to. Maybe you straighten your leg, get a twofer, hamstring stretch and a hip stretch. When you're ready, backing it out. Nice and easy. Shake it out. Right hand forward. Pull it across with your left. And pat yourself on the back for an awesome standing practice. Couple of seated stretches and we're out of here because I'm just so sweaty. Find your way down to a cross-legged position. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a lotus. It could be regular easy pose. All we're going to do is have one foot in front and one foot behind, or one foot on top and one foot behind, whatever works. Even if you're in a complete lotus, one will be on top. For me, that's the left right here, okay? So with the left on top or in front, settle your sits bones, lead with your chest and forward fold. Should stretch both hips here, and I'm gonna go back to the front of the mat. So notice I'm not rounding, that kills the stretch in the hips. I'm leading with the chest. If my butt comes up, I push it back, maybe lean forward. Once I'm maxed out, like I can't go anymore with that flat back, then I can round if I want to. But if your hips are coming up, just push back with your palms. And remember to breathe. Hip stretches take a long time because it's an enormous muscle and the largest joint in the body. An enormous group of muscles, I should say. So take all the time you need with this hip stretch. And remember to breathe. Imagine yourself kind of melting into the mat like an ice cube on a hot sidewalk. You can stay as long as you want. Press pause and stay for an hour. But I'm about waterlogged out here, so I'm going to switch sides. I will put the opposite foot in front or on top. For me, that's the right. Settle the sits bones. Lead with the chest. And forward fold. It's a great alternative to pigeon. If you like the stretch in pigeon, but it feels awkward to you for any reason, or your psoas is really tight, this is an awesome alternative. Remember to breathe. Settle in. Find what feels good. Big hip stretch, usually a little more intense with the top or the front leg. But you should be getting both. And remember to breathe. Up nice and easy whenever you're ready. Let's do some Baddha Konasana for those adductors. Bottom of the feet together. Pull them in as close as you can. I like this grip where I take one hand over all 10 toes and then the other hand over that hand. And then I actively push down with my knees. I lead with the chest and I pull. That really stretches these adductors for me. You might be a little higher, and as you pull, you push with your elbows. That's cool too, man. Notice I'm not rounding yet though. You'll notice it changes the stretch when I let my tailbone tuck. I'm trying to keep the tailbone away with like an anterior tilt. Always driving the knees down either with my own muscle energy or with the help of my elbows, and then leading with the chest. Remember, these stretches are about stretching, not some like goal as to how low you could. I could get lower if I let it all go, but who's that helping? Pulling, breathing. Certainly a smaller muscle group, but a tough one to stretch because this is not a very normal motion. We don't find ourselves with our legs quite this far apart in our everyday life, at least not usually. Now when you've had enough there, only when you've had enough, come out nice and easy. Find a seated posture that you like. Get tall in your spine. Put your hands at heart center, thumbs touching your sternum. It's just kind of a cool yoga move. You do a little head bow so your forehead touches your index fingers. Take just a second to think about your practice, how you felt before, how you feel now, where your mind went during the practice. Hopefully it was challenging enough that it couldn't go anywhere. Yoga is like a forced meditation. Keeps me sane. I hope you enjoyed that practice. I enjoyed cooling off in the monsoon rain and leading you through it. Until next time, namaste.
But the whole point of the machine is to relieve you of that suffering.